Hello, my name is Scott Berry and I am a trader on eOptions Trade Desk. Today we are going to cover the primary methods of placing a spread order using our trading platform. There's two primary methods to place a spread order. One would be through the option chain and the other is through the trade ticket itself, and I will show you both. So first, let's show you the option chain method. So you would go to your tab, which says option chain, and click on it. In this particular instance, we have Apple up on the screen. What we're going to do is place a credit spread using the option chain ticket. There's a bunch of parameters on here. I'll briefly go over them. You put in your underlying symbol, which is Apple. Your strike range, plus or minus 10, defines 10 option strikes away from where the stock is currently trading. It's currently trading at 152. It'll go 10 contracts down and 10 contracts up. You can pick your expiration. In this particular case, I have it set to monthly, which is title also as regular. There's also, you can look at quarterly and weekly options as well. So let's get into the basics of how to place a spread trade. This particular instance, we're going to choose Apple. Apple's trading at 152. I will show you how to place a one-time credit spread for October on Apple. So using the chain, you have your calls on the left, puts on the right. We'll stick with calls today. So the leg that you want to sell, you would want to use this box right here. And by putting an S in there, that will designate that you want to sell that particular option or sell the open. This is your quantity box. We're going to leave it at 1, but you could easily change this to, let's say, 5 contracts or 10, for example. But for information purposes, we'll leave it set at 1. Next, we're going to pick the option that we're buying. So currently we're going to sell a 155 call in October and buy a 160. And when you hit trade, it will then populate a trade ticket. Now, you'll notice that there's both legs are in there. You've got your sell to open and buy to open. It will give you a bid and ask for each option. The short leg being 515, 520 currently, and the other one 310, 315. Down below, the market bid and ask will show you the overall potential credit based on the quote. The ask in this particular case would be the lowest credit, which would be based on selling at the bid and buying at the offer. That's why it's $2, 515 over 315. The higher number will be based on if you could sell at the best price, which would be the ask currently, and buy to open at the bid. It kind of gives you a nice range if you want to try to go into the middle. And for spread orders, you can place a market order. We typically we'll take a market order on opening of certain spreads. When you're closing a spread, there are certain situations where we do not allow you to buy to close at market. You could end up with a fill outside of the parameters of the spread. So most of the time when you're trading a spread, because you have multiple parameters, I would use some sort of limit, which then you can then adjust as needed. So in this particular case, let's try to go in the middle. Let's see if it fills. So we're going to sell to open 1 October 155 call, buy to open 1 October 160 call. We're looking to get a 210 credit. So once you hit verify, it gives you another screen. You can look to see what your commissions and different things are, make sure that the parameters all look good, and then you hit trade. Right now it says new, it's not filled yet. And if you want to see where this order is, it will be over on your order screen as an active order. Now to change this order, Oh, it looks like it's been executed. So let's see. Guess we're not going to change it. So our Apple spread order has been filled. Let's see, the execution price is right here. We sold to open one contract at 525 and bought to open the 160 call it at 315, netting for our credit that we were looking for on that, which was 210. Let me add a parameter. Let's see. Okay, there it is. And you can see there was our 210 credit limit off on the right hand side. That over here. There we go. So that's how one way to place a spread order. And the second way to place a spread order would be actually using the trade ticket. So you would go to your trading tab where you would have either an option trade ticket or a stock trade ticket. In this case, we're going to use an option ticket. So how would you do it? Let's pick a different, let's stick with Apple actually. And how you would open it is you would, you know, which strikes you want to sell. In this particular case, let's open December expiration, very similar kind of credit spread. So we can go out to December. This is handy if you know your strikes. Let's see. So open a end of here. We're going to sell a 160 call, and then you would select which option you're going to buy after that. As you can see, this method does take a little bit longer. You can really use either one. One of the benefits with this one is if you are doing multiple legs, you can do a butterfly, and as you get into more advanced strategies, you can add the other legs and kind of build the whole order that you're looking to do. You can also do that on the chain, but either way, it just really would be your preference. So in this particular case, we're going to open another call spread on Apple, this time for December. The current quote is 185 to 205. This particular case, I'm going to put it out a little bit further away so I can show you how to change the limit on a credit spread. So we'll put it outside the quote at 215. Once you have all your parameters in, you would verify. Oh, hold on 1 second. Verify, sell to open, December 160 call and buy to open a 65. We're looking for a 215 credit, and you hit trade. Now, as you noticed, if you try to buy to close something that you don't have, you will get an error message that said you can't buy to cover for a flat position. The same error message over here would be if you tried to sell the close. It's going to give you that same error type message. Now let's go over to review this new order that we placed. You can see right now I have all the orders on the system. If I want to look for only my open orders, I go to active. And right now you can see our Apple December spread is still open. You can expand it to see the legs. Now we're not getting a 215 credit. If we want to change it, you go to the right-hand side of the order itself. There is a double arrow that form a circle. And when you hover over it, it will tell you it's basically to replace. Currently, you see it's still quoted below our 215. It's 205 to 185. Let's change it to 185 the bid. And we will verify it, make sure everything looks good, and then hit trade. And you can see it even on the order screen, it filled basically immediately. It's filled 1 of 1. Okay, so that's how you would open a spread order using the option chain or the trade ticket. You can also use the option chain and trade tickets at close if you want to fill out all the data. But probably the easiest way would be to use the positions tab. And if you have your positions tab set up, you have a column which is called select. So in this case, we're going to close one of our different spreads that we already have previously open. This is a September Tesla debit spread that expires tomorrow. And we will click both boxes. As you can see, it'll check both Tesla legs with a blue check mark, and the close selected below the positions will light up. When you hit close selected, it will populate the trade ticket with both legs of the spread. It will give you your overall credit that you're looking for, in this case 27.5 to 28.10. And again, that's based off the long trading around 34 to 34.5 and the short 645, 655. We could place it at market. I'm going to use a limit in this particular case, and let's try to get 27.70. Try to get in the middle a little bit, and everything looks good. We'll hit trade. As you can see, it says new, nothing is filled yet, and it has now populated as one of our active orders. Again, we can quickly change this so it fills. Let's walk it down 5 cents, verify and hit trade. Still nothing. Go ahead and walk it down another 5 cents. And there you can see it filled once we changed it to the bid. So that is how you place spread order using our platform. If you have any questions, feel free to call our trade desk, and one of our traders will gladly help you show you how to use either the option chain or the trade ticket to place a spread order. Thanks for watching again. And this is Scott from eOptions Trade Desk. Thank you.